Hi everyone, this is Brad Cummings from BoardGameGeek.com. I'm here with Jeff of Greenbrier Games here at PAX East 2015, and we are checking out a game that we saw a little bit of last year, but was definitely in early stages, Heavy Steam. Now it sounds like it will be available pretty soon. Can you tell us a little bit about the game for those that maybe don't remember or haven't heard about it yet?
Sure. Heavy Steam is a steampunk giant robot game where you're playing a pilot driving one of these steam titans. The main focus on Heavy Steam is controlling your energy actually from the central boiler, pushing it out into your arms, and eventually down into your weapons. Throughout the course of the day, you're going to be rolling attack dice to attack your opponent. And when you get damaged, you'll actually place black cubes, which will start to clog up the area, which will make it even more difficult to move steam through. So that's where some of the heavy tactics comes in the game. So it's resource-driven mechanic. It's a closed system such that when you actually decide to move, you spend energy and it goes right up into your boiler pressure. The more you do things, the less blue dice you roll. In an attack situation, the defender gets to roll blue dice and the attacker gets to roll red dice. A very simple combat mechanic here where you count up the number of symbols, the tie goes to the defender. With one catch is there can be critical hits depending on critical symbols. For example, this is 3 critical symbols versus only 1, so therefore not only was it a hit, but it was also a critical hit. Critical hits are awesome because the attacker actually gets to place where the cube goes. So now think of it as this old style hand crank, weapons. It's not a very accurate hit system. Over here on the map, you can see you're going to get to roll 2 dice, and it tells you where you get to hit the person on the Steam Titan. Also, you can see on the battle map over here, things are abstracted a little bit as far as sectors. It's essentially you move forward or backwards on the play maps, keeping the focus of the game again back on your Steam Titan map. The game plays up to 4 players, teams of 2 on 2. There's different types of Steam Titans. In front of you here, you see one of the giant Steam Titans. We also have smaller Steam Titans, which are a little bit lighter and faster. The game is customizable in the sense that at the start of the game, you can choose your loadout of what type of weapons you would actually like to affix to your Steam Titan, as well as we have an expansion for actual miniaturized weapons that match each of the weapons, because each of the miniatures, as you can see here, the weapons can just pop right off. So try to make everything, good. So, questions?
So obviously this was funded on Kickstarter, I believe, last year. So if you didn't jump on the Kickstarter, will there be product available in stores in the near future, or?
So right now the game is on the boat. There's that little thing about the West Coast being shut down that's holding things up. Otherwise it would have been here at PAX, unfortunately. But it'll be out to the Kickstarter backers probably by the end of the month, and anyone who does any pre-orders the beginning of next month. So it is available for pre-order on our website, and you can see it in stores probably next month.
Awesome. And are there plans for expansions in the future? I know your previous titles really have been great with that. Are you thinking about that for this title as well?
Yeah, we actually have several expansions already planned for this game. We're going to get the initial game out there early this year and probably come back with some expansions later this year. The first expansions that are available out of the gate, of course, is the additional weapons pack. We also have a survivor pack that's sitting in the nice game tray over there. Actually, one thing I'll mention about the game is I was really excited about the game tray. The box has these trays that just pop right out of it, and it has everything you need for each team. All the cubes all laid out and everything nicely in the game tray. And then you just take this tray and just put it right back into the box.
Very cool. I know that there's varying levels of degree of skill with miniature gamers. How complex would you say the game is? Are there options to kind of make it easier or harder depending on your skill level?
I'd say it's probably entry to moderate level for a gamer. It's not a War Machine game. It's the focus is more the Euro-style resource management. So it caters towards some of those Euro players who also kind of like some of that wargaming aspect to it. You don't have this map that you're trying to move into all this different terrain and all this stuff, and there's none of that you have to worry about. It's more about planning several turns ahead of like, oh, I'm going to move energy first into my shoulder, then down into my elbow, and then into my weapon. That's 3 turns you have to strategically think ahead of how I'm going to get the energy to the right position, and either to move or put it into the shields, etc. So it's a lot of tactical choices in that sense.
Pretty interesting. It looks like here there's obviously Victorian era inspired characters. Are these based on actual real world nations, or are we using?
This is a complete fictional universe. It's taken a split in history, and we have a nice little fan fiction entry and describing the universe, so you can really help immerse you into the world of Heavy Steam.
Awesome. Thank you so much. We'll look forward for this one then in the coming months.
Thank you.